www. Love the number.
Nope, something's not right. Nope, not at all. Something ain't
Mike
right.
live.
No, I gotta fix this.
We live on the feed though. I see that.
Yeah, we are.
What's up, y'all? Jammitorcrammit. We're gonna get started here shortly. We're getting the radio feed up, so if you can't watch us long, make sure you tune in. www. Love the number 2. Jamradio.com on your phones. You can take it anywhere. Download the TuneIn app. It's going down. We practicing social distancing
Just couldn't do it.
for personal reasons. Not saying a word tonight.
No, that's not what was said.
What? We can't talk about social distancing?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want,
We
bro.
6 feet apart.
That's what it is? That's what the rules is?
Yeah, that's
Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh, here we go. I'll put it.
mic check, mic check. I hope she ain't clicked no button before she left. You got a slider
I
on
done had
site.
shows since then.
You got a slider on site.
I'm gonna do it. I want to do it.
Nah, don't slide them.
I said I want to. Okay, now I got action.
We live online.
And I'm a slider live online.
Keeping our social distancing.
Okay. There we go. We got action.
www. Love the number 2. Jamradio.com. It's going down. It's Thursday. It's Jammitorcrammit Thursdays. I know a lot of y'all in the house for specific reasons, but we are here. We live for you. I don't know why y'all in the house, but y'all should be here rocking with us, right, Lovey?
So y'all gonna hear a lot of boys talk about y'all's this and that, trying not to say the coronavirus.
I didn't say it.
Because I told him that I didn't want to focus the whole show on the coronavirus, and that is understandable because it's all everyone is talking about.
Stay over there.
Stay over there. Keep your social distance. What did you call it?
Social distance.
Social distances, and I think everyone will just be okay.
Yep.
But we can talk about how it is affecting the economy if you want.
Oh,
but
yeah, we heard
I really didn't want to do that. Cause that's all.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it at all, but since you brought it up.
No, I don't. I don't want to talk about it at all.
I think as being the urban radio platform that we are in the city of Houston, a lot of people that listen to us aren't taking it very serious. This is basically like, hey, it ain't hit home yet, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. I'm gonna live my life like I'm living it. I do think that we should take necessary precautions. Whatever your precaution is, you should take it. If not for the person, if not for yourself, take it for the person, the people around you. How about that? Whatever precautions that is, whether you drive too fast and you need to slow down, just take necessary precautions and take heed to the news. We're losing a lot of money.
Are we?
Yeah, we're down 6%. If we get to 20%, we're in a recession, allegedly. And that's not coming from the president. Those are actually coming from people who study the numbers.
Right. I'm familiar. I'm very, I'm not super versed, but I am familiar with, the
The
number.
Dow, the NASDAQ, and all that stuff.
The percentages. And I want to talk about how we relate to each other. The show's about to start with our first interview, but
yeah, we have about 10-12 minutes.
we got some time. Okay, so we have some time. So I want to talk about that because I feel like this has forced people together. You know what I mean? And maybe this together, Boris is making me laugh. People are forced to look at themselves, and they're forced to look at those people that they are used to being gone 8 hours, 12 hours a day. Now they're in your face. The kids, I see a lot of people complaining about
niggas ready to commit suicide.
Why?
Because they gotta watch their own kids.
Watch your own
kids
children.
is bad as shit.
But you letting other entities maybe. I don't know. I don't have kids, so I can't say either way.
I don't know. I feel like the parents who aren't parenting at this time, you basically setting your kid up to be in prison. Because they
Jeez, that's a big drastic.
Yeah, because all you doing is letting somebody else take care of them and look after them and tell them what to do. If you raise your kids and teach them how to make their own decisions during this time like that, you're going to have smarter kids. You're going to have more mentally stable kids who are able to handle society, because this is just something we're dealing with right now. What about, 20 years from now when they old? It's going to be even more like, it's going to be on steroids.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, I haven't kept up with society like in the past. Like, I know election years and all that stuff plays into what's going on right now, allegedly. But I haven't really kept up with things in the past to see what was the big thing this year. What was the big thing this year to see?
It hasn't gotten far enough into the years for anything to be a big thing. This is the big thing this year.
I'm talking about in past election years. They always say it was always something. It was always something, but it's been nothing like this.
I don't know. I mean, it just depends on what part of the spectrum you're on and how, like, when it hits home for you and how you're affected. But I'm more concerned about, like, people are seeing each other and seeing themselves, you know what I mean, in each other, or seeing each other for the first time, or noticing things about their significant others, you know what I'm saying? So what are some things, you know what I mean, in a relationship that is like modern, that might be like an issue or something kind of,
I don't know,
persnickety?
Me and my boo never like really, like we hang out on weekends. Like we usually be Monday through Friday people, so we never got the chance to just hang out with each other all week. Even when we had spring break, there was always a couple, like maybe the first part of the week we worked, or the second part of the week we was always going somewhere. So even if we did spend a little time together, we were still preoccupied with kids or extra family. This is the first time where it was just like nowhere to go, nothing to do. I mean, we got a big house, but we almost in the same room every single time. Even if she's sleeping, I'm awake and she's asleep, or vice versa. I think I said the same thing twice. But we in the same room. If she goes to the kitchen, I'm in the kitchen. We go outside, I'm outside. So it's like we ain't never been around each other just this much, and we probably wasn't expecting to be around each other this much until, after the wedding, honeymoon, stuff like that. So, this situation has kind of pushed us to a point where we have to grow together. And then we have underlying things happening in the background, with jobs and, the kids' schooling and stuff like that. So we're forced to be together and make decisions and stuff like that. It's not just going through the motions. We gotta make sure these kids eat. We gotta make sure, we keep enough food in the pantry. Yeah, we gotta make sure they don't eat all the food. We gotta, kind of ration them out. Every now and then we take them to the school to get their breakfast and their lunch, and then bring them back home and they can eat snacks and stuff at the house. So it's kind of like, I don't know, we just forced to be in each other's face, but it's not a bad thing for us.
So have you noticed anything about yourself or your, Stitchy or your significant other that you didn't notice possibly before the corona situation?
I know something about myself. If I don't have nothing listed as my daily task, I'm not gonna do shit. Like,
shut the front door.
For real, like, if I'll say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do clothes, but if it ain't on the list, I ain't doing no clothes. Like, I gotta physically say, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna relax all day, because technically I'm on vacation. So in the back of my head, it's like, maybe I would have I did a couple open mics throughout the week. I would have, we would have went out of town for a few days. We would have did this and did that. But now it's like, none of that's happening. Save money, stay home, make sure you got your groceries, because you might not need groceries, but in 2 days, it could be, high security alert. And then all of a sudden, all the groceries gone. Then when you go try to buy something, it's like nothing's there. So you just got to be stocked up anyway, just because. So all the money you were wasting on, going out, partying, hair done, nails done, you have to kind of commit that money to making sure you have a backup plan in case this food runs out, in case we have to leave somewhere, in case we have to travel. So,
do you think that, the media, not social media, just the media period, all media platforms, do you think the media has a role in people's relationships, like kind of dictate certain things?
No, I don't think that. Like, I think
about it now. Think about the question.
I think it's more about like everybody's so uninformed. I think that will come later on when they learn more about.
I'm not talking about like this specific right now. I'm talking about like period. This is separate. Just a general question. Do you think that the media dictates certain like relationship stigmas and stereotypes and stuff? Like, for example, for a long time we were seeing, for example, what do you call every kiss begins with K. So they have the jewelry thing. So they have like the wife and the husband, and it paints this picture of, this real romantic like scene or whatever, you know what I mean? So in a way, or subconsciously, people, women especially, put that image in their mind, and they either yearn for that, or that's something like they want to experience, or their idea gets formed, based on these images that they see. So that's what I mean by, do you think the media can like kind of dictate certain things in people's relationships?
I think they can, but that happens a lot with people who are uneducated when it comes to certain things. Like you could see somebody going through the proposal or the getting a wedding ring or that kind of stuff, but you have to kind of understand. A woman might say to herself, "Hey, I want to be married one day." A man might say, "Hey, I want to marry her one day." But it ultimately, you got to know where marriage, the foundation, and all that stuff comes from, because you're gonna face things in your marriage that you ain't gonna be able to get over because you don't understand the foundation, and you can't really. A lot of people don't really have that thing where they disagree and they come to one thing and say, "All right, well, this is gonna be the standard. If we can't agree on something, we should at least be able to agree on this standard."
Right, but I'm saying like in general. Like, think about it in general. Think about, like, all the stuff we see on Love and Hip Hop and these just regular TV shows. And now, especially nowadays, you see a lot of same-sex stuff they put out, you know, in comedies and sitcoms.
See, me personally, my energy is only attracted to certain stuff. Like, I can only watch certain stuff for so long where I just be like, you know what, whatever. It just don't pique my attention. Like, Love and Hip Hop could be on,
I don't watch that.
but I can't watch it that long. Like, I don't even know who most of the people on there are.
I don't know who any of the people are.
But for me, it's like they can have all those weird relationships where they fighting and going back and forth, women versus women, men with men, all that stuff. But I really don't focus on that a lot. I don't get to even see it or not.
Okay, not you, Boris, specifically, but I'm saying that I feel like people see these things and it gives them an idea of maybe if this is what's on TV or this is what I see, and maybe their parents aren't around or they come from a broken home or whatever. So they get this idea that this is what it's supposed to look like, and then they get in these relationships that's toxic, but it's okay because they saw it on TV. It's okay to hit and fight and spit and have a reunion show and throw bows.
You say when they get in relationships that the relationships are toxic, but you got somebody coming from a broken home, that person is already toxic.
I mean, that's not necessarily true.
That is necessarily true, because
how
do you know how to operate in a full family environment if you've never been taught that?
Watching TV. That's what I'm saying. Watching the media. That plugs it in.
That's not the right way.
So then, my original question, which was, do you think that the media plays a role in dictating how basically people conduct their relationships? The answer is yes.
Yeah, for most people, not me. I'm sorry.
I
don't watch enough TV to. I don't feel like I watch enough TV to allow.
Maybe now, but when you was young, like you didn't know.
Even when I was young, we didn't watch a lot of TV for some reason. Like, I don't even know why we didn't watch a lot of TV. I guess we was outside more when I was young.
But then you didn't need really TV because you had.
Yeah, because I had, and then also I had a good model too. Yeah.
You had two parent home.
Yeah,
you know
so I'm a special case.
Yeah, I guess so. Old fashioned.
And then my parents are still together to this day. So.
Right. And that's what you see. So, you know.
Yeah, I ain't never seen them fighting. I ain't never seen my mama cuss. I ain't never heard my mama cuss on my daddy or vice versa.
Right.
Like, it's just certain things I haven't seen.
Right.
You know? So, I don't know. It's just, it's certain ways you should, like, look at, a man should honor a woman. Like, whether it's your wife or a girlfriend or just a friend, it's just a certain way a man should honor and respect a woman as is. So, if you have that level of respect for your homegirl, imagine marrying somebody or being in a long relationship with them. I would think that level of respect would go to a completely different level. Now, if you ain't treating them like shit already when y'all get married, you're not treating them like shit, that's understandable. But I think it should go up a level. You shouldn't be treating one person one way who's just a friend, and then you get married and you treating the married person lesser than them.
Well, it's definitely different perspectives depending on the background. We're going to take a little break and get with our caller in just a moment. I'm Miss Lovey. This is Jammitorcrammit Thursdays. We'll be right back. Hey, boo. Hold on 1 second.